So yeah, for those of you who are just wondering, yeah, pretty much I forgot to click record on my computer, and so the first two games of today were not saved, and we're starting off from game three. I've already gotten to 268. Honestly, it's a blessing in disguise because these games, I'm really getting tired of these games at this point. It was exciting playing in 100 the first few games, but at this point, yeah, your boy's getting tired and a bit bored, frankly. It's boring out here. It's boring up in here. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me how this rook got here. Pretty much, he put two rooks on h6 and a6. He thought that that would be a good idea. I don't know what to tell you. These positions are bananas, though. Have you ever seen anything like this? You would have to you would have to be lying to say you've gotten anything ever like this. You've ever gotten anything like this. Attack the rook. Alright, I'm continuing to attack the rook. I'm really hoping, not hoping. I'm really hoping that I can get e6 and some type of queen g6 mate. What is this position here? His rook is running out of square. Sooner or later, he's going to have to give up the rook. This guy is dodging the threats with versatility and skill. It's not going to be enough. It's certainly not going to be enough. All right. What's he going for now? What's this guy going for now? I should play e6. I just want to... I'm waiting for the perfect time. I don't want the knight to come in. This is such an uncomfortable position. 268. I'll play queen e4. I want to keep my queen's sights on g6. Of course, I could definitely take on c4. But I'm going for the glory, though, as you can tell. I'm always going for the glory. All right, e6. Let's put the queen on g6. It's time to go. It's really time to go. Alright, and yeah, here, I could take on f7 and that would be good, but I like knight e5 more. Just playing for checkmate. It's the Raven Sturt story. It's really hard to believe this was a real game. Like, looking at this position, this looks like it's some type of bug house. Some type of variant. Alright, we got the mate. There we go. It's time to go. 276, baby. We're getting up there. 276. I guess since I forgot to record the first part of this, we'll go to 350. Because yeah, we have to get out of this. Wow, this is theory. Kudos to this guy. This is the first theory I am seeing in the challenge. Man played the Alpine Sicilian. Very good. Playing King 690, what is that, Pakistan or Saudi Arabia? It's Pakistan, yeah. Saudi Arabia has the sword with the Arabic. Okay, we'll play knight c6, we'll play knight f6. Bishop will come out to d6, I'll castle kingside. Bring the bishop to e7 and castle. Yeah, the 200 level moves are starting. Okay, I have no idea what he's up to. He's up to some black magic over there. I don't know what is... Why would you do that? His knight was perfectly fine here, and he spent 2 moves getting it to a worse square. That is bananas. Okay, we'll castle, bring the rook to e8. The game should be over in short order. It really is time to go. Okay, check. Going for the check. Yeah, this is looking worse and worse for him. All right. Several ways for me to break through here. I would assume the best is taking. So now his structure is ruined. Even if he gets castled, he's going to be really suffering. All right, we'll take here. If he takes back, I take with the knight. Breaking through on the bishop on e2. Everything looks good. Looks good. Looks like it's, yeah, things are really tough. I could take on e2. I could probably play for mate pretty quickly as well with queen d7, queen h3. All right. If only I had my queen on d7, I could play knight f3 and queen h3. But I guess that's not happening. So we're going to take here. If he takes with the queen, I take with the knight. If he plays king f1, I think I have a nice sacrifice with knight e4. I don't know it works. I'm honest, I don't know if it works, but it looks... All right, we got the queen. We don't even need to worry about that. I'm going to check, put the queen on e4. Queen comes to e4, hits the rook. Hits the rook, hits a f3, hits d3. Checkmate is in the air. It's the holiday season. Okay, check. Beautiful. He plays bishop here, we take. If he plays king e1, there must be a checkmate. I think check, here, check. All right, perfect. Check, check, and queen d2 is going to be mate. Yeah, you guys missed some insane games. Yeah, there was this one game where someone tried to 4-move checkmate me, but he didn't notice that his queen wasn't defended on f7, and this guy just gifted me his queen. All right, we'll check. They'll block with the knight, and we're gonna take with checkmate. Yeah, my old Soviet computer is breaking its back trying to render some video for YouTube at the moment. I think that's what that was. All right, beautiful. 284. Let's get it going. Let's get another game. On our way up, already close to 300. I'm counting down the games, honestly. I want these games need to get a bit more interesting. They're exhausting my patience. Okay, c5. Knight f3, knight e3 is interesting. What is this? Knight f3, e3, then e4. So he has a reverse Budapest gambit. That's very creative. Maybe he has some theoretical novelty he wants to introduce to these positions. So this is interesting. I remember this from Shanklin's course. Of course, you can play knight f6, but Shanklin recommends e5. And the idea is you're just immediately attacking the knight. He didn't spot it, and we take the knight. We take the knight. I'm going to be taking the whole house soon. He castles, then I could just play bishop h3 with an enormous attack. Okay. He did not castle, but on the flip side, he's allowed queen g2. Things should be good. Yeah, my apartment just rings at random hours. It's strange. What is that? I'm checking. I'm walking. I think he sees what's coming. He knows the road is almost over. Just gonna win the queen. Alright, or win even more. We'll win the rook, pick up the queen. I think I also have various checkmates. So king c3, I could play check and maybe he would run, and that would be checkmate. But the thing is if king c3, queen e1, he could have blocked. Alright, perfect. 292, we're getting up there. The speed run might be coming to an end, people. f4, d6, knight f3. Gonna put a pawn on e4, pawn on d4. Alright, let's play e4. At the moment he's played a relatively normal looking system. I'm thinking about it now, in my course I recommend d4, not e4. So e4, bishop g4, d4. Gonna push him with d5 and kick the knight out. All right. e5. This guy's playing decently. I'll play d5. I'm waiting for the mistake. You know, whenever you play someone who's playing a lot of theory, okay, that's the first mistake. The knight should have gone to d4. The position would be really interesting there. Okay, here we just play c3. This is going to be very comfortable. Bishop is going to hit b5 with a menacing check, but it's good to push this knight away. What? What? All right, I'll just take. That's bananas. He played completely correct theory up until move 4, and then he stopped. Throwing in a check. He's going there. I'll take. Yeah, every now and then we get a game against someone who wants to play quickly, and then it's a way to get an easy 10 points or so. It's nice. Take up the queen. I just need to figure out a way to implant my knight on d5. Okay. This is really just a blunderfest. Nice. 300. Perfect. Up to 300. Let's get up to 350 for this episode. Where are we at now? 13 minutes? Yeah, I think we could get to 350. What is this? What are people doing? Don't give me the pawn. You can't be giving the bird the pawn. You give a bird a pawn. You give a bird a pawn, and it's like giving a mouse a cookie. Hikaru, if you're watching, let me know. We could do a bird collab. All right, just pushing his pieces back. Yeah, this looks really hideous for him. Bishop comes to g5. Ooh. Ooh, this is painful. This is really painful. He plays knight e7, we play d6. Oh my. Oh, this is really ugly. This is a mess, people. This is just a mess. There's no other way to describe it. It's a mess. Take the knight. I don't know, maybe play knight d5, maybe knight e5. Maybe play for checkmate, actually. Why not? Queen b1, queen b3, knight e5, queen f7, checkmate. What is that move? That move is outrageous. All right, we're going to take here. I think I know. I know how this game is going to end. I think I know how this game is going to end. He's going to play queen c7. I'll play knight b5. Queen c6. Man, queen c4 would be music to my ears because then I could play knight d6 with mate. Queen c6, I'm going to have to reluctantly take his queen and not have checkmate. Yeah, this is still looking... You know what? Let me give him one last chance. I'll play c4. Maybe he'll take. You think he's going to do that? Of course, I could have played knight d6. Knight d6 would have been the correct move, but... Um, yeah, what can I say? Okay, yeah, there we go. And that's checkmate. That was a gambler's toss, and it turned out well. It was just a complete gamble whether or not he was going to fall for it, but it saved us some time. It definitely did. Okay, e4 c5. d4. This is the Mora gambit. Queen takes d4. That's not the Mora gambit. Attacking his queen. This guy's like 350, so yeah, everyone. I think that this is such an interesting thing, playing the speedrun, because you get to see incrementally people's skills get stronger and stronger, and that's quite interesting, honestly. Like now at this point, pretty much everyone has some semblance of understanding of the center and of general chess development, and it's interesting. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're on the come up. Queen a4. We are still at the level where there should be tons of mistakes, though. So those are what I'm waiting for. I'm going to play a6, rook b8, and go for the queen. I'd love to play b5 immediately, but there is a pin here, after all. I got a big old jug of water. Got the classic water jug for the speedruns. It's time to go. It's really time to go. Rook b8, gonna play b5. E5, he'd actually get some really interesting play if he plays e5. E5, I play b5 and b4, and things just go bananas. Yeah, technically I might have even been playing incorrectly to play e5. I'm just going for the jugular in these games. Just trying to get the quick W. Trying to get the quick W. Yeah, this is okay, bishop f4. This guy is playing very decently. Unfortunately, he is going to lose. He's playing a GM, after all. But, yeah, he gave it a good shot. He almost got me. Queen a3, I play b4. Queen b3, I have knight a5, queen b4, and then e5 with a discovery attack against this queen. Nice. Perfect. It's time to go. It's really time to go. I'm thinking about it now. I think we'll end the speed run at 325. That seems like a more balanced number. Hit the queen. Queen comes up. Queen is going to go somewhere on this line, and then we shoot at it. And yeah, that should be the end of the game. I'm realizing now that his queen is also trapped here, which is really cool. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, his queen had to go to a3. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. It was still good for me to play e5, because if I'd played e6, his queen could have both got out to d4. He could have also maybe taken and then got this rook. All right, takes. He takes here. He has to take my rook. Has to try something. He takes my rook. I got a really sneaky plan there. I'm going to play d6 and lock his bishop in. It's not getting out. I'll play d6. His bishop is locked in, and then I'm going to play knight c6 to round it up. I like his name. That's a funny name. Are those I's or L's? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are those I's or are those L's? I see at least one L, if you know what I mean. But, okay, great. Yeah, that was the L. That was the joke. 317, let's go. Let's go. Okay, playing Isaac from Panama. Let's get it. What? Okay, he aborts. Doesn't want to play, maybe he's got some phobia of old people, because I have the it's time to go guy in the chess.com photo. All right, we got another 4-move checkmater. Rosalio, okay, e6. Rosalio from Brazil. Respect. e6, no checkmate. Okay, I'll take the pawn. Take another pawn, hit the queen on the pawn. He is in a lot of trouble already. It's time to go. It's really time to go. Gonna take. He takes back with the pawn, and I play queen h4, and I'm gonna hit this knight and this bishop right here. Is he gonna resign? He's thinking about it. This whole Taiwan Brazil thing reminds me. I got in a taxi recently here in the small Brazilian village. I got in a taxi in the small Brazilian village, and the driver was Chinese. And I started speaking Mandarin with the driver, and the driver also spoke completely normal Portuguese. He spoke Portuguese like a Brazilian, but it was just he found it so interesting that there was a foreigner here that speaks Mandarin, and it was an awesome exchange. It was an awesome experience. Yeah, apparently, like in this tiny little Brazilian town I'm in, there's like a large, there's this big Taiwanese family, and they have several subsets, like some aunts and uncles living here and there, and yeah, it's cool. Brazil is a really ethnically diverse community. All right, here we're waiting. I guess is he just running the clock out? Is this what that guy's up to? He's gonna do us like this? I hope he doesn't. That would be very mean. That would be mean and rude and cruel and crude. It's time to go. All right, fantastic. He abandoned. We're at 326. We're going to end it here, and we'll be back tomorrow for day number 5. See you then.